The Delphi pension bill passed the House in July with bipartisan support. And now Congressman Mike Turner is calling on the Senate to pass it. Here to talk about this bill is Representative Turner. We appreciate you stopping by this morning.
Thank you, Nathan. Appreciate you having me.
Now, this is a big deal for a lot of people here, especially in the Miami Valley, who were impacted by Delphi upping and leaving the Miami Valley. So how close are we to actually seeing this possibly heading to the Senate for a vote?
You're absolutely right. This was a complete injustice. This is where the White House, the Obama administration, picked winners and losers in the Delphi bankruptcy. And they cut Delphi salary retirees' pensions some by up to 70%. Now imagine you'd planned your whole life around retiring and being financially secure and then losing that, including your health care benefits. So we've been fighting, a group of us in Congress, for the past 13 years to try to get these pensions restored. We finally got the bill passed from the House. It would restore their pensions, plus give them back pay. The president has said he will sign this bill, so we've got 2 out of 3. The bill is now in the Senate. We're hoping that the Senate will pass this by the end of this year. We're having a rally today. There are 5,000 Delphi salary retirees in Ohio who this impacts, and over 20,000 total across the country.
Now, you talk about 13 years in the making. This is a long time for people to wait, and a lot of these retirees aren't getting any younger. So how much urgency is there to get this passed this year and not wait any longer?
Right, I truly believe we have to get this passed this year, because I don't think the process will start over again. The Delphi salary retirees filed suit that went all the way up to the U.S. Supreme Court, arguing, I think rightly, that their pensions were fully funded and that this was an injustice and that their pensions should be restored. Unfortunately, on procedural matters, the case was dismissed. The Supreme Court upheld its dismissal, so then it turns to Congress for us to step in to right this an injustice. And our bill is passed. We're waiting for the Senate. They need to pass this bill.
So clearly you have the rally today. Now, looking ahead to Friday is going to be the groundbreaking for the Intel chip plant in Columbus. You just toured QQE in Beaver Creek yesterday. How much of an impact is this Intel plant in the Columbus area going to have on the Miami Valley?
It's going to be huge. We have a lot of suppliers in the area that will be supplying the plant. And in addition, once this plant is built, of course, there'll be thousands of people who work there. It'll be the largest chip manufacturing plant in the world. It will totally change both our supply chains, have an impact on our international competitiveness, but also our national security, being able to make our own chips. But the companies that supply this manufacturing plant, which will also be doing assembly, will also come and locate here. Our universities will be engaged. This is going to have a huge footprint and a huge impact on our state.
Let's shift gears now to the special master that was just awarded by a judge in the Trump case down in Mar-a-Lago regarding the FBI files and the raid down there. Attorney General Bill Barr came out last night and he said that he would not be surprised if this was overturned and a special master would ultimately not happen in this case. Do you think a special master is the right approach, and especially with dealing with such classified information?
Absolutely, and I certainly know the former Attorney General, and I was disappointed in his statement. But you have to understand, he was the Attorney General, so his view is that the government should have access to everything. Well, we have a court system that tries to make certain that there's not abuse of discretion from the government. And so the court system, in this instance, says we need an impartial body, not just the Department of Justice, not just the FBI, to take a look at these documents and divide them up and decide what they took that they shouldn't have, what they took that they should, and what needs to be done with these documents. The FBI doesn't get to decide this on its own. The court does, and this is where it belongs.
The DOJ has until Friday to file their appeal. But back here in the Miami Valley today, again, is that rally for the Delphi workers. Sure. Congressman Turner, we appreciate you stopping by and taking time for us.
Thanks, Nathan. Appreciate it.